it slow. Got that fire roar. Wheels of fury tear the track. Hear that engine soar. Me mad, shifting gears, push it to the core. Kill a Kyle on my tail. Feel the tension roar. Ain't no rules in this game. Every breath I fight. Pound the pedal, scream for speed through the endless night.
Hey, Matt here, and this is Killer Kyle, and welcome to another episode of Wheels of Fury as we talk of the revival of Bad Blood.
Yeah, now this dates back all the way to 1997, and of course the very first Hell in a Cell match between Undertaker and Shawn Michaels, and you had the debut of Kane, and that one seems to be the one that is the most regarded, highly regarded, whatever. It's the most talked about one, yes, of course. You had the debut of Kane. Now, ones after that, I mean, if you can remember them, but like, it's been so long. Like, 1997 is the one that is remembered the most because it's talked about the most, specifically for that match between Shawn Michaels and The Undertaker.
Yeah.
The match itself was brutal and bloody and violent and whatever else, and then of course you had the debut of Kane, and the rest of the show I'm pretty sure was good, and it's been so long, it's like 27 years ago.
Well, I mean, I know that, like, I covered 2003, 2004. I know they had a few more shows after that, but you think I can remember? But, I mean, yeah, I thought maybe there'd be more matches on this card, but
Yeah.
it seems like they only went to 5, which is fine. There's no main titles on the line here, which kind of pisses me off a little bit, but, you know, I think the matches that are on here, and last night was the go home to Raw, so that was
Yeah.
actually a really good show.
I mean, they've done a really good job at building up to Bad Blood. Now, the go-home show, for Raw at least, was a pretty good show. I have thoughts about that. We can get to that at a different point in time.
That would be cool.
And, yeah. And you would think that this would have been like an ongoing pay-per-view. Like you had 97, you had 2003, 2004. Whenever else they had Bad Blood, but like it was so sporadic. It's like, why wasn't it a, annual pay-per-view like all your other shows? Why was it only like late 90s, mid 2000s, and whatever else? And then here we are. Like, okay, let's say hypothetically, the last one was 2004. Revitalize it 20 years later.
Yeah, it's the same thing with No Mercy.
Yeah,
Like, I'm glad those are coming back.
for sure.
I mean, nostalgia is a hell of a drug.
True.
But, I mean, with what we have now, and then if you look at the Hell in a Cell match itself, you would think that stipulation would be more fitted for Bad Blood.
Yeah.
We've seen it in Hell in a Cell pay-per-view, but we've seen it at WrestleMania, at SummerSlam. It's a very good stipulation, in my opinion.
Yeah.
It's kind of like the feud to end all feuds, but
Yeah, the match to end all. Like, you generally think, oh, steel cage match is the match to end a feud once for all. But it's like, if you want to take it up that extra notch and, really definitively bring an end to a rivalry, you gotta go Hell in a Cell.
Yeah, for sure. So anyways, it's nothing to it but to get to it.
Yes, sir. With the Women's World Championship match, Liv Morgan once again taking on Rhea Ripley, but the fact of the stipulation, Dom is going to be hanging above the ring in a shark cage.
Jesus, yeah.
Yeah.
And I mean, this has happened a lot before. I think that,
Yes.
yeah, they're gonna use him. That's fine. I'm not sure why they're doing that. I mean, they could just have a one-on-one for the title.
Yeah, they could. The thing is, though, like, Dom's got involved so many times, like, alright, how do we make him a non-factor? Yeah, sure, you could ban Dom from ringside, but you know damn well, at some point something would happen probably, and Dom would get involved, whether it be, referee gets distracted by one of the other members of the Judgment Day, and then Dom gets involved or whatever.
Yeah.
So, we'll stick Dom in a shark cage. No, that doesn't mean shenanigans still won't happen, but I mean...
Well, and see, that's my point. Like, I'm trying to figure out what, you can't contain Finn Balor or Jordan Devlin or
Carlito.
even Carlito, yeah. So it's like, does that make it a big deal? Not really, but
Like, it was done to keep Dom from getting involved in the match. And whether or not that'll lead to, other members of the Judgment Day getting involved, probably. How will they do it? We'll have to wait and see.
well, it was just like when they put China in the shark cage.
Yeah.
It was like, yeah, but you still had the other members of DX. But this being said, I feel like I didn't know which way Raw was gonna go, but now that Judgment Day stood tall
Yes.
after the end of the segment, I kind of see Rhea get the title.
I can see Rhea getting the title again easily myself.
Yeah. I mean, I think that Liv has been a good champion, obviously. I think that made Judgment Day dominant.
Meh.
Yeah, I know. I just feel like Rhea would be the better champion.
Yeah.
Now, how long she's gonna have the title for, I'm not sure.
Yeah, that's the thing.
I mean, yeah, who knows? I have no idea, but I'm gonna say Rhea. And that rhymes.
Yeah, I'm gonna go Rhea as well. You say they've done a very good job at making, having the Judgment Day look dominant. I care right now about the Judgment Day as much as I do fucking American Made.
Oh, that's fair. I think, yeah, Judgment Day was a good idea when you had Edge, and then that got canned for whatever reason, I can't remember. And then, it got down to like Carlito, and then Rhea got betrayed by Dominic, and then you have Liv, that whole storyline.
Like at first when they, kicked Edge out of the group, they did very well for themselves after that.
Yeah.
And eventually led to Rhea being the Women's World Champion. And, Priest winning the world title. And, tag championships and whatnot. But ever since they've, added in Carlito, and they did the whole Finn and the tension between Finn and whole story thing with Rhea and Liv and Dom, and then Dom leaving with Liv and SummerSlam and whatever, and like, I don't remember who it was that said it, but I agree. Priest and Rhea both outgrew the Judgment Day.
Yeah, I agree with that too. I mean, the fact is that they were a good inclusion into the group, but then it was like all of a sudden they just kind of did their own thing.
And not to mention the fact too that, like, you know, as time was going on, the Judgment Day is supposed to be this heel faction.
Yeah.
And, you know, we got Rhea Ripley getting cheered a lot, and Priest getting cheered a lot more. He got probably the biggest pop, if you will, WrestleMania, when he cashed in the briefcase.
Yeah, no, that definitely for sure.
Now, I mean, I'm sure a lot of people were wanting to see Priest with the World Championship, you know, when he first, since he's been on the main roster, before Judgment Day was even a thing, and then for him to finally get the, you know, get an opportunity at the title and get the title, people loved it. It's just one of those things where it's like, have Damian Priest versus Finn Balor. Speaking of everything that's going on between them and the Judgment Day, yeah. This rivalry came to be seemingly because it was one of those things where it was like Priest was questioning Balor about where his loyalty lied and where his head was at and whatnot. And they were at odds quite a bit, and then of course you have Balor cost Priest the championship to Gunther. But yeah, they were seemingly always arguing, not very seldom on the same page. I mean, yeah, you know, when it came time to get the job done, but they were at odds more often than not, arguing and over seemingly everything.
Yeah, I feel like since Finn joined, it was kind of like, I don't know if that was a part of the plan. Again, when Edge was made the leader, so I guess we thought that was good. But then Finn Balor came in, Edge got out, and that was kind of the new Judgment Day. And then, yeah, the whole arguments between Finn and Damian, and it's like, so, yeah, this match is going to be interesting, obviously. SummerSlam, you have Finn Balor betray Damian and have him lose the title to Gunther. So, honestly, I want to see redemption.
Right, yeah, for sure.
So, yeah, I think Damian and Priest will win.
Yeah, more than likely. Because, like, if you have Finn and get the victory, it's like, well, what was the point? You know, have Priest win, get that redemption, and then, you know, go on from there, and, you know, have maybe Priest get another crack at the world title, and or, you know, what have you. I feel like with the previous match with Liv and Rhea, and then this match, Priest and Balor, it's like, okay, have Priest win, have Rhea win the Women's World title back, and then be done with it. Judgment Day move on to other things, Rhea and Priest move on to other things. Because this has been going on for, I think since like August.
Yeah, I know. It's true. And I mean, I'm all for the long-term storyline. But like every other story, there has to be an ending.
We'll see what happens come Saturday. Championship. Nia Jax once again taking on Bayley.
Yeah, I mean, they had some good matches in NXT, I will say that.
Right.
This has been an interesting feud. I mean, it's nice to see Bayley get the women's title at WrestleMania.
Yes.
You know, you have Queen Nia Jax. I was just gonna say, Queen of the Ring,
Yeah.
having that moniker, whatever. But also, you have Tiffany Stratton thrown into the picture.
Yes.
She wins the Money in the Bank for the women's side. So it's kind of like, okay, so you've got these two women going at it, having a match for the title. But then you also have Tiffany Stratton in the picks.
Yeah.
So it's almost like you can go either way. I don't know if Tiffany will cash in on Saturday or not.
Right.
I mean, it's possible, but on who?
Yeah, exactly, on who. And like, you have Bayley and Naomi take on Tiffany and Nia, and it's like, oh, if Naomi and Bayley lose, like whoever got pinned, I think, they both had to leave Raw, or whoever got pinned had to leave Raw and whatnot. And so, Bayley, they both ended up pinning Nia, and then, you know, the following week, Nia was like, what happened? This didn't go as planned. You fucked up. You cost us this. And, you know, Nia's got Tiffany by the throat, screaming at her, and it's like, what's not to say? Tiffany doesn't fuck Nia Jax out of the title. They cost Nia the title.
Yeah, no, I agree. I think that would be awesome. Is it time for Tiffany to become a face, or is it just a heel-on-heel feud? I'm not sure.
Yeah.
Because she just came into the company. I do agree with Kyle, I think. If you have Tiffany screw Nia out of the title and have Bayley retain, or have Bayley win the title back, rather,
Yeah.
I think that would be awesome.
Or even what you could do to really, you know, twist in the story, if you will, and will really piss off Nia and, you know, maybe start them on a rivalry. Let's say, you know, it's a hell of a fight between Nia Jax and Bayley. Nia Jax somehow retains. But like Nia's like exhausted, tired, worn out, you know, just got away with the championship by the skin of her teeth, and somehow, and like maybe Tiffany hits Nia from behind with a briefcase and cashes in and takes the title.
Yeah. I mean, that could lead into something for the Survivor Series.
True.
So, yeah, you know what? I'm gonna go with Nia. As much as I like Bayley, I think Nia, if that whole thing works out, that would be pretty fucking sick.
Yeah, for sure.
So, yeah, I'm gonna say Nia Jax.
And yeah, I'll go Nia just for the hell of it. And just that thought process was like, what could possibly happen? Could, you know, Tiffany cost Nia the championship and have Bayley win? Tiffany cash in on Nia? Or like, hell, even if Bayley wins, maybe Nia Jax forces Tiffany to cash in on Bayley and do something with that. We'll see what happens. So, quite a few different scenarios going on there, but like, we'll see what happens come Saturday, though. On to this tag team match. take on Solo Sikoa and Jacob Fatu of the Bloodline.
Yeah. It was nice to see Roman Reigns come back, and we're just gonna say that he's a face now.
Well, pretty much, yeah.
I think that Kevin and Randy have the right to be pissed off that Cody didn't pick any of those two to be a tag team partner to take on the Bloodline, but at the same time, I think it's kind of interesting to see those two team up together. It's almost like having The Rock team up with Stone Cold.
Yeah. It's not so much the fact that Kevin and Randy are upset that they didn't get picked, because that's not the case at all. They're upset that Cody is teaming with Roman after the hell Roman put Kevin and Randy and through over the last 3 years.
Yeah, no, I get it. That is true.
It's like, he was the world champion for 3.5 years. He put us through hell, and now you're gonna team with him. What the fuck?
Yeah.
Basically,
yeah. So this is gonna be a good match, though. I think with the Bloodline, it's just been a great storyline so far. Like, I mean,
Yeah.
You look at last year, you look at the year before, it's like, it keeps going and going and going, and it's like, very cool to see. And hell, I just saw something a while ago, and you can even have Hikuleo make his debut,
right.
and somehow screw the Bloodline and join Roman.
I mean, that could potentially happen.
I think Roman needs more people in his corner.
Yeah.
Like, I know you got Cody. I believe Sami Zayn is going to be a part of that team. If Hikuleo makes his way to WWE instead of going through NXT, I
Right.
think he should be joining Roman Reigns.
I mean, yeah, that's a possibility.
I mean, there's the history with him and the Tongans. I get that. But Roman needs more people on his side.
Yeah, for sure.
As far as this match goes, I see the Bloodline go over.
Okay, yeah, probably.
Yeah. Unless you see Hikuleo make his debut and cost them the match, I see the Bloodline go over. Hell, we could have Hikuleo come in on Raw. Who knows?
Yeah, because, like, you're gonna have Tama Tonga and Tonga Loa at ringside, and you know damn well they're gonna cause distraction and probably more than likely somehow get involved as well. So it's essentially gonna be 4-on-2. And unless somehow Cody can convince Kevin and Randy to be on, out at ringside with them, or I don't know. I hope they have this match as the main event on the show. Once again, we're gonna do CM Punk, Drew McIntyre,
In Hell in a Cell.
there you go. Yeah. Hell in a Cell. And I mean, like, with everything these guys have done to each other, during, like, you just had the strap match that they had at SummerSlam. The match at Bash in Berlin with Seth as the guest referee, and, the war of words, and, constantly beating each other up, blooding each other. They've basically been trying to see if they can end each other's career, essentially.
Yeah. Oh, they fucking hate each other. And it's not CM Punk and Drew McIntyre, it's Phil Brooks and Drew Galloway. Like,
Yeah.
these two guys, and since CM Punk made his return last year at the Survivor Series,
Yeah.
you know, it's like, okay, that's cool. I mean, Drew didn't like that. He stormed off. We didn't see it, I don't think. We just saw Seth Rollins, you know, want to get at him.
Yeah.
So, I mean, yeah, you know what? I don't know. Like, I think this has to be it. Like, what more can they do?
Yeah.
A decapitation match? Like, you know, I think that, yeah, a Hell in a Cell is an end-all be-all.
Yeah.
And there is going to be blood, and it is going to be brutal. I don't think anybody's going to fall off the cage,
Not likely.
but I can see it definitely be a fucking war.
Oh yeah, absolutely. And it seemed like Adam Pearce was like, okay, you guys have been going at this for months. You friggin' can't keep your away from each other. Can't keep your hands off each other. You've had 2 matches already, but it doesn't seem like that's enough for the both of you. So alright, fucking Hell in a Cell, and that's it. We're done. No more.
Yeah,
Can't really say I blame Adam Pearce though. Fuck.
no, I mean, that's the thing. Once this match is done, that's it. Move on. I don't know what's gonna happen after. Like, I don't know who's gonna, you know, like, yeah, I don't know.
Yeah.
Because I think Drew McIntyre definitely needs the WWE or the World Championship
Yeah.
at some point. But for now, it seems, well, actually, no. Sorry, spoilers. Gunther's gonna squash Sami Zayn on Raw. So I
More
could
than likely,
definitely see at some point Gunther and Drew McIntyre one-on-one.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's gonna be a good. And then for CM Punk, who knows? But like, I just don't know. I think that they're tied.
Well, actually, they are tied.
Yeah.
Because McIntyre got the win at Bash in Berlin. Punk won the strap match.
Yeah. So honestly, fuck, I don't know.
Yeah, I know, right? It's like, who do you take?
Because they're both like, you know, yeah, Drew with the whole I'm gonna take your bracelet and blah blah blah, and you know, CM Punk costing Drew matches at Clash of the Castle, at
Yeah.
WrestleMania, and all that shit. So
Yeah.
it's like, okay, I don't know. I mean, I want to see CM Punk go over, but at the same time, there's a chance that Drew can go over. How many times have you seen CM Punk in a Hell in a Cell match?
I don't know. I don't remember Punk ever having one.
Yeah, Drew McIntyre has been in 2 or 3. And I know it was the
Yeah.
pandemic era, so I know that it was an advantage. But at the same time, I don't fucking know. So it's gonna be a very good match. I always look forward to seeing a Hell in a Cell match.
Hell yeah.
And it's not gonna be the red rubber fucking cage that was there recently. It's actually the real Hell in a Cell.
Yeah, I still don't understand why they made it red. Like, was it just to look more ominous, more menacing? Or was it so like, oh, we'll paint it red so that you can see the action better? Or I don't know why they did that.
The Queen from Alice in Wonderland coming and wanting the cage red.
Yeah.
So, anyways, this is gonna be a good show. I mean, it's one of those things where I can't wait to see what happens, and come Survivor Series in Edmonton, I'm gonna think that we got a lot more feuds that are coming up after this show anyways.
Yes, and Survivor Series is going to be in Vancouver, not Edmonton.
Foul!
Well, I'm a shitty Canadian, so
Yeah, it's definitely going to be interesting to see what happens heading into November and heading into Survivor Series. However, in the meantime, we're going to be coming back at you next week
yes.
with Wrestle Dream.
Yeah, no, that's exactly it. And we will talk to you then.
Yeah.
So, for me and Matt, this is Killer Kyle, and we will see you next time. All rise! Keep forgetting to give y'all a taste of the gold. The Wheels of Fury title. Gotta bring that out more. Anyways, on with the show.
The wheels of fury, they spin, they roar. Never halting. The end's now calling.